come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Giants taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Run it here on the jet sweep. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But Charles, you know, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually. I think many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you've got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Rich steps away to his left.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offense is trying to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Rich.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game.
They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Barkley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Looking to pass. Tua. He's got it. This is Ware.
And he will have a Giants first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
Well, throw on the quick slant going to be complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
From the 31.
Tua on the slant. He's got Davis.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Time for another Falcon drive as we get a look at Kyle Pitts, the tight end.
Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that time and change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. From the gun on third down, Rich. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
The Falcons at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
A first down carry for Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll run it again with Barkley. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Tua going to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Barkley trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Barkley again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun. Rich dancing to his left.
And complete to Drake London.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Rich.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Brought in by Wheaton.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rich. He finds his man. Complete. That's Moore.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Throw left side. There's London.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and end up making the play.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun. Rich, flushed out right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So a conservative decision there, but it does put them on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're coming off a loss to the Washington Commanders, but so far here on their way to rebounding nicely, they lead as they take the field for a 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. He finds his man, complete. It's Hammond. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Up the middle with Barkley.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good 1st step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. It's caught by Davis. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Off the play fake. Rich. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Rich. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Rich. Into the hands of London. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Back to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Down 2 scores already. I don't think these guys would be too enthralled with the notion of settling for 3 here. Very nice job of execution on 3rd down, able to keep the drive moving.
They'll look to throw again.
He's got his man, London, right side. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle.
And the Falcons are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Algier. is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown.
A strong run there, boy, when he gets it, especially around the goal line, like a bull in a china shop.
And none of us ever want to confront that bull in any china shop, do we? Any more than we want to confront him. Got behind his pads, ran with power, and got into the end zone.
What an asset around the goal line, a guy like that.
It's almost like a safety blanket, isn't it? When all else fails, hand it to this big back and let him power his way forward.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Tua.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The offense on 3rd down, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Tua to throw again.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Tyler Algier and the rest of this offense making their return to the field.
You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock 1 time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On 1st and 10, Rich
got London on the slant. And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
Operating from the gun. Rich. It's caught by Jackson.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Rich. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you got someone to tackle him.
Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And New York set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Tua now on first down. That's caught by Jackson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Tua now on first down. And he'll just get rid of it. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. On the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be Falcon football. For the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Throwing to start the drive. Rich to the right side, and he's got more, complete.
And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
A final shot before break.
Rich finding Kyle Pitts running the slant.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start in Nashville. Tampa Bay making the trip to Nissan Stadium to take on Tennessee. And those two are tied up as they play the 2nd quarter. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Jalen Waddle, well over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And at the moment, that game is tied with the visiting New York Jets. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Tua. That's caught by Ware. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Off of play action, Tagovailoa gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Javon Kinlaw. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to pass. Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A disastrous loss there on 1st and goal on the sack. Sets him back big time.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They're going to look to throw. He's got it. This is Ware. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Operating from the gun. Rich.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Rich. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York.
On the return, here comes Lewis.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. To throw on 2nd down.
Rich looking for London on the out route complete.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Got his man. It's London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on first down. Rich. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Jackson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Rich. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Here they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with third and 11 coming up. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be fourth down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And New York set to take the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. First and 10 upcoming. They fake the handoff. Now Tua to Barkley on the check down. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. From the 29, Tua. That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A handoff to Barkley.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down and 4, Tua. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Barkley.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Catch made by Slayton.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. This will get the lead up to 7. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No.